The real story of civilization is copper tokens and glass beads and tomahawk arrowheads and giant stone coin of the Yap people and bales of tobacco and silver and, gold. They were, and clippable gold coins versus better gold coins. They were all just attempts to flee from dirty, imperfect money or dirty defective money. And we're getting to the point where we just had, heavy, not good money.
Hmm.
And then Bitcoin comes along. And the entire
Which is far
20th
superior.
century is, okay, there's some gold there, but I don't think for 100 years there was anything looking like any gold parity. And so I don't think it's rational, and it's not even constructive to just fixate over and over again on what happened to gold and how gold got demonetized. Gold was demonetized in the 16th century, right? I mean, if you study any empire, like the Rothschilds, they traded bearer bonds. They were bonds. They were pieces of paper. They occasionally used gold at points in time, but the entire 19th century economy was moving on, on sovereign debt issued by the French government and the UK government. The Rothschilds didn't get rich because they were gold dealers.
Right.
And so there's a certain fiction or a myth that somehow there was this point when we had perfect settlement of gold.
Yeah.
It didn't happen in any century I'm aware of. There's always been a credit layer.
Yep.
And Bitcoin it's property, it's capital. It's going to compete with the S&P. It's going to compete with bonds. It's going to compete with gold. It's a better settlement network. If you live in Cuba, if your country goes communist, you should fear for it. And when the politics turns socialist with wealth taxes and unrealized capital gains taxes and less, yeah, will the socialist expropriate your property? Yeah. Okay, so if you believe in property rights, you should agitate against socialism, expropriation, fascism, state control of things, and communism. But Bitcoin is still the best settlement network we've had for a capital in the history of the world. It's the best capital. It is emerging as the world's reserve capital network. And it's a lot more constructive use of your time just to tell the US government or any government, just buy it.